Hey Rose, Coach Willem here, and today I wanted to talk about plantar fasciitis and what we can do to help alleviate it. What is plantar fasciitis? Plantar fasciitis is where there is irritation or inflammation of a ligament that attaches from our heel to the top of our foot, right where our toes start. So initially either that gets overused or it becomes irritated, inflamed, and it just could be from basic wear and tear. So I wanted to show you 4 steps that you can do to help you alleviate some plantar fasciitis pain. So the first step we want to take to help alleviate some plantar fasciitis is we're going to grab a lacrosse ball. A lacrosse ball is a very dense, hard, solid rubber ball that's going to help us break apart some adhesions that we have in the bottom of our heel. I'm going to be placing my foot on top of the lacrosse ball, and I'm just going to be rocking my foot back and forth, going upward and downward. I want to spend a little bit more time on the heel. That is, again, where the ligament is starting from, and mainly the big irritation. So I'm going to be spending a little bit more time on the heel. As that progresses, I'm going to find more areas that are irritated and just spend more time there. Again, if I'm able to put more pressure into the areas that are irritated, I'm going to be able to help alleviate that pain and tension that we're having. Next thing we're going to work on is some manual ankle mobility. So we're going to be in a seated position. In the seated position, I'm going to bring my foot up so I'm all the way up on my toes. I'm going to grab my hand and I'm just going to lightly move this back and forth from side to side, making sure I'm letting those toes stretch all the way through, all the way back down. And then as time progresses, I'm going to manually do some circles in each direction. Again, here we're just going to be stretching out a lot of that fascia, allowing that ankle to get some more range of motion. Next, we're going to get into a basic calf stretch. So we're going to place our foot against the wall and lean in lightly. We should be getting a nice pull to the back of that calf. We're going to hold for a few seconds and then progress to the next stretch, which is the exact same movement, except now we're adding a bend in the knee to get deeper into that stretch. Again, you don't want to be forceful with the stretch. You want to be passive and ease your way into it. Lastly, we're going to work on the lacrosse ball on the calf. If something's irritated, everything else is going to play a domino effect, meaning my foot's going to be irritated, so is my ankle, then my knee, then my hips, then my low back. So I want to make sure I take care of my calf to give that ankle the range of motion it's going to need so it's not as restricted. So we're just going to go through the top of the calf and manually do this. And again, just finding areas that are irritated. So one thing I like to do as well is I like to go on the inside of the calf, but then also getting on the back and on the side of the calf and just placing my foot, placing my entire lower limb on there and just going back and forth and gradually going up and down. If you want more tension, what we can do is we can stack both legs on top and just find those areas that are irritated. Alright, so those are a few things that you can do to help alleviate plantar fasciitis. I always recommend making sure that we're icing the foot at least for 5 minutes in a cold ice bath or bucket, whatever you want to go into. Just making sure that we're getting that area to cool down, that way it's not as inflamed. Also, anti-inflammatory medications work just as well. So hopefully that can help you or someone you know alleviate some plantar fasciitis. Thank you for watching.